In this session we are going to learn MapReduce basics. One of the biggest components of Hadoop is MapReduce. MapReduce is kind of programming part or achieving the objective part of solving the big data problems. So we will understand what is MapReduce algorithm, how to write MapReduce programs. We will see some examples of writing MapReduce programs. So MapReduce programming. We already discussed about distributed computing in our last session in introduction to big data and distributed computing. Basically, if we have really large data set or dividing the whole problem into smaller pieces or into smaller problems, solving the smaller problems and then finding the final objective by taking the intermediate output from these smaller problems. Basically, we divide the whole data set into smaller pieces, store them on local systems. On each of these pieces we will run the map code, that is the map function will be applied, and then the output of the map will be given as input to reduce, and reduce will give us the final output. So to achieve the final objective we do a two-stage map and reduce method of computation. So map and reduce method, solving the overall objective by using map and reduce method, is called MapReduce programming model. So it is inspired from functional programming, example Lisp. So basically MapReduce is not the first starting point. There was something called functional programming. From there MapReduce was introduced. So map will take input as the actual data, smaller piece, and then it will generate an intermediate key value pair. We will see what is a key value pair. And then reduce will take all the intermediate key value pairs, or reduce will take the it will merge all the intermediate values associate or the similar intermediate values or whatever intermediate output of the map. Reduce will take that and generate the final output. So the final objective is divided into map and reduce format. So using MapReduce model, it is very easy for us to scale up the data processing over multiple over multiple computers. So we will see some more details of MapReduce, how exactly MapReduce works, how do we write the MapReduce code, etc. So how MapReduce works. So to understand this whole process of MapReduce, we will take an example. Using that example, it will be easy for us to understand MapReduce. Instead of just looking at it as a programming model, we will understand these whole steps in MapReduce using one example. Let's take one word count example. The reason why we are discussing word count here is it is very easy to understand MapReduce methodology using this particular example of counting the number of words that are present in a huge data set. If the data set file is so huge, and if we want to count the number of words that are appearing in that data set, how do we do that? It can be the data set can be anything. Let us suppose the data set is maybe tweets, the tweets coming up. Let's say there is a new product launched, maybe iPhone or some other specific product. There is a lot of buzz, and at the time of launching that product there are so many tweets, or there are so many social media discussions that are happening around that product, and the final data, if you take that full data set, it might be really huge. If you just want to count the number of words and frequency of each word, you might even find out what are the features that are being discussed, or etc. Or one more example can be if you take any current topic, elections or sports or something, people will be discussing a lot, and if you gather all that data in that large data set, how many words are there, or what is the word count frequency, or what is the most talked about point, etc. So that is the objective, and how do we use MapReduce to achieve that objective is what we are going to discuss. So MapReduce word count example. So in MapReduce, map and reduce. Map is a function, reduce is a function. How MapReduce works for word count, we are going to see that now.